Shalom, welcome back. Here we are with Hebrew literacy. Today we will be working through the much anticipated book of Qoheleth, that's Ecclesiastes in the original biblical Hebrew. I will continue with our directed Hebrew immersion with you guys. So I think this will be fun. Everybody seems to enjoy this one, so yay. Okay, I just made a couple adjustments there. Hopefully things look a bit better now. So it is my sincere hope that you all will be blessed and you will continue to grow in Tanachit, biblical Hebrew. Let's get to it. So Qoheleth, chapter 2, verse 22. And it says, Ki me hoveh לאדם בכל עמלו uvra'iyon libo shehu ameil tachat hashamesh. Ki me. For. Ki can mean a lot of things. Because, for, it can be like an exclamation point. For me, what is, well, hoveh literally means is. It's not the usual word that we have in Hebrew for to be. Usually we have haya, hey, yod, hey, haya, to be, plus lamed. And you do see there's a lamed afterwards, right there, to become. But in Aramaic, we usually have hey, vav, hey, with the same meaning. It does occur sometimes in Hebrew, though. So this is probably an older form, which survived more commonly in Aramaic and eventually was supplanted in biblical Hebrew with the more common haya. So not necessarily an Aramaism. We do actually even have this word show up in Genesis. So anyway, so hoveh, this is a participle form, lamed. Lamed and haya or hawa together is to become. What becomes, or what will be, belonging to Adam. Let me just mark that inseparable preposition. Oops, you're not right. Kima, for what? Hovel Adam, for what will be for a man, or what will become the man's. Bechol Ra'malo, be, by means of or in, another inseparable preposition. We have a construct chain here. Chol Ra'malo. Chol, all of Ra'mal, labor or work of, oh, of him. So, in all the chol of Ra'mal, the toil of, oh, of him, all his toil. And I have this marked here. I thought I was recording and I had paused. Sorry, so we're re-recording now. Uvra'iyon lib. So this is a construct chain. And in or by means of ra'ayon, levav of oh. Now be careful here with this word ra'ayon. You might be tempted to go with the modern Hebrew dialect, meaning idea or thought. That comes from the Aramaic cognate. In Tanachit, ra'ayon is like a striving or a pursuing, right? So all of the striving or the pursuing of the levav, the heart of oh, right? So because the last word in the chain is definite, we're going to make the whole chain definite, right? So let's see. It's definite because it's his heart, his mind. So that will transfer, copy really, not just transfer. My drawing's delayed. If anybody has any ideas why it's delaying what I'm doing, like I'm done now. See, here's my stylus. It's still doing stuff over there, trying to erase. It's not want to erase. It drew instead of erasing. Oi, 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 oi. Let's see. Erase, 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 erase. Magical stylus right here. There, we got it done. Okay. So, and by means of or with the, that's going to be the definiteness is transferred. We'll copy it at least. The uvra'iyon, the striving or the pursuit of his mind. His mind. You can see why that later on, the striving, like the striving, the pursuit in your mind could become an idea. Uvra'iyon. Shehu, ameil. She, we remember she, don't we? She should make us think of the word asher. The relative pronoun, which, who, when, where. So which, who, he, or for which, or with which he, ameil, toiled. It's actually an adjective, so it's like he, the toiling one. Tachat, another construct chain. Hashamesh. So that is, ha is the, shemesh became shamish because of the siluk. Tachat, under, ha the, shemesh became shamish, sun. Okay, how you guys doing? Almost done. I'm drinking the English tea shop organic, glot kosher, green sencha, white tea, and matcha right now. And I did accidentally steam milk with it. I meant to do my oat milk. Oh well, maybe it was Hashem. I needed that milk. And a teaspoon of sugar-free caramel and a teaspoon of xylitol in there today. So a little bit too sweet. I think I might have put a little bit too much xylitol in by accident. The sugar-free caramel has an aftertaste, but if you put a little bit of xylitol, it cancels it out. And I put too much xylitol. Yeah, at least it's good for the teeth. Okay, any comments or questions? You guys doing okay? Let's continue. Verse 23. Ki chol yamaiv makhovim v'khaas inyano gam baliלה lo shakhav libo gam ze hevel hu. Okay. He, for, not F-O-U-R, but F-O-R, for, like because, chol yamaiv, yamaiv. So that is from yamim, the construct form, so we drop the mem from yamim, meaning days, and we put vav on the end instead. Yamaiv. All of his days. All of his yamim. I know the word for day is yom, but the plural is kind of strange. And now we really need to insert English R. Hebrew oftentimes leaves out the R. All of his days. Kichol yamaiv. For all the days of him are makhovim. Makhovim. Now, this word machov means pain. Pain. And it's in a plural. It could be because this is agreeing with days, right? Days are plural. What kind of days are they? Makhovim. But if it was really functioning as an adjective, we would need to have a ha on the front. We would expect to have hey here, right? We'd expect to have like this if it was adjectively. Because yamaiv, his days, it's already definite, so the adjective would need to be definite. So it's not an adjective, so it really is our pain. And a lot of times when you have a word in the plural in biblical Hebrew, it can be expressing the concept, right? So machov is pain, shmatz, pain, but the plural really is like the concept of suffering and pain in general. All his days are suffering. Va and khaas. Khaas. Khaas is vexation, like vexing, and vexation. Vexing are inyano. Inyano. So inyan is like a task of him. Looking for yellow. Let me write this word out here. Inyan. Inyan. Oh, what happened? Oh, that was weird. Trying to write neatly, but it's delaying as I write. So, task of him, or like his business, his daily business, and vexing is his daily business, is his business in general. So let's look over that again. Kichol yamaiv makhovim. For all of his days are pain or suffering. Va, and you might be wondering why is it pointed like this? And why do we have the ah under there? It's because of this accent mark right there. And khaas means vexation. A vexation is, so we're gonna have to have, we had the R before, or is, we had R. I'll just make it make sense over here. Inyan, the task, the business of him. How you guys doing? Everybody all right? Okay, let's continue. Gam balilah. Also, be in. And we have the al, that's the ah, and the dagesh. That's reminding us of, fine, I'll just write the whole thing in red, of hal, the ha. So be in Al, that's reminding us of this guy. The hey kind of disappeared. In the Laila, night. Lo, not. Shakhav, he lays down. Not he. What lays down? Not lays down? Libo, the mind of him. He's restless. Still strategizing at night, thinking how to get ahead, what to do, how to survive. Come on, you can finish trying. Come on. It's surprising how difficult it is to write neatly when it's not writing as you write. You really depend on that visual feedback. Gam also ze hevel hu. Gam also ze. This, and then we're going to need to say is. Hold on. Clean this up a little bit. So this is hevel hu. Hevel, a vapor, usually translated vanity, right? A vapor, a mist. Hu, it is. Here, this is being more like an emphatic pronoun. It's emphasizing, like, indeed. Right? We don't really need it. Okay. One more time through, verse 23. Kichol yamaiv, for all his days are makhovim, suffering, pain. Khaas, inyano, and vexation is his business, his task. Gam balilah, also in the night. Lo shakhav libo, his heart, literally, his mind does not lay down, meaning it doesn't rest. Gam ze hevelhu, also this, it is vapor, it is mist, it is vanity. Any comments or questions? How are you guys doing? Let me see how long the next one is. Okay, sorry, I've been having some weird sound issues with my new microphone, so I'm going to re-record part of this. I'm glad I'm checking on it, though. I saw the bounce just disappeared. It's the computer, actually. I see the bounce happening on the transmitter, so. All right, let's see. So, Gam balilah lo shakhav libo. So what does it mean that his mind doesn't lay down, his mind doesn't rest in the night? So Ibn Ezra comments on this. He says, regarding balilah libo lo, or gam balilah libo lo yanuach. It doesn't rest. Ki rov hacholomot kefi machshavot hayom. Because abundant are the dreams on account of the machinations, the thoughts of the day, right? So Ibn Ezra understands that he's a businessman, right? He's not like a day laborer or something. So he's focusing, he's working hard, planning. And when your mind is so active, planning and scheming and trying not to lose what you have and trying to gain, trying to support your family, all these sorts of things, then it can be dreams that are not giving you good rest. It's not that he can't sleep at night, but that his mind, his levav, his mind isn't resting, it isn't laying down. Just another of the many proofs that I've shared with you guys that levav, in Hebrew, levav, heart, actually means mind. Okay? All right. Let's do the next one. Verse 24. Yeah, that looks better. All right. Verse 24. Let me get my mouse so you can see it. Ein tov be'adam. Pardon me, ba'adam. There is no good ba'adam, in the man. Now some texts say la'adam instead of ba'adam there. So there's nothing good for man. Well, there's nothing. We'll just go with what the Masorah says. There's nothing good. Ein tov. There's nothing tov ba'adam, among the man, literally. Sheyochal v'shata. She, then, it's asher, but it's got the idea of then. There's nothing good among men, which, or in which, khal, achals, he eats. Let's mark that one. I'm getting a little lazy here about marking things. He, achals, he eats. Shata, and he shata, he drinks. Ve'her'a et nafsho, and he shows his life, his soul. Oh, I won't have an erase. Erase! Shalom. There it goes. So, the verb ra'a, resh aleph hey, is to see. And here we have the hevel, to cause to see. So literally to show. That hey at the beginning, that marks it as a hevel for us. To cause to see is to show. And to show et nafsho, the nefesh of his soul, his life, can be his mind even. Or, as Yehonatan pointed out before, appetite. What's it going to show it? Tov. Wow, it's still drawing. Goodness. Ba. Ra'malo. So the bait, we have inseparable preposition bait. That feels to me like on account of. But we'll keep it literal. In, with, the ra'mal of, his toil. His toil. With his toil, accusative of means probably, by using his toil, he is hera et nafsho, he's showing goodness to his appetite or to his life. He's enjoying himself, is what it really means. He's enjoying himself. Gam zo. Also, zo means this. We would usually say ze. Pardon me, we would usually say zot. This is a development of the feminine. So instead of zot, we have zo. Gam zo, also this. You also see gam zo in Mishnah Hebrew. Ra'iti. Ra'i, so it's again resh aleph hey. It's the same verbal form that we have up here. Resh aleph hey. Resh aleph, and the hey went away. Have seen to. I have seen I. Gam zo, also this. Hazo, ra'iti, have seen I. But now look at the next word. Ani. So literally it says, have seen I. So I marked it with magenta because that's our emphasizing color. So it's emphasis. It's emphasizing his point. So I've seen it myself, probably. I'm going to say like I myself. But you don't have to use myself. It could be indeed. Any kind of emphasis. Some other way to add emphasis there would be fine. Okay, so the nefesh, the part that animates the body, the part that keeps the body alive, is being shown tov, being shown goodness. It's being allowed pleasure of good food and drink. How? By means of the man's intelligent labor, perhaps as a merchant or whatever, scheming and coming up with good business plans, being a good businessman. Gamzo, but Qoheleth says, Gamzo, also this, Ra'iti Ani, also this, I have seen myself, ki, that, miyad ha'elohim hi, construct chain. Hope it's drawing. Go and draw. Draw. Fish. Fish. Chicken. Okay, and of course the is me. And our moon is healing. So from the because it's ha. And at this word, it doesn't have to be. That's and we're going to transmit the to the beginning of the construct chain. 9. Let's try to make it bigger for those of you on small screens. Min, me, from, yad, so we say the hand of the God. He, it is. Also, this is from the hand of God. It's underneath his dominion, his authority. Stop doing that. It keeps wanting to jump to the very end. Let's read this one more time. Ein tov. There's nothing tov, good, but Adam, or the other manuscripts, the A is telling us, some manuscripts say la Adam, belonging to man or among mankind, which yochal, he eats, so it feels to me like except for what he eats, veshata, and he drinks, vehevah, and he shows et nafsho, his appetite or his the animal force, the life force within him that keeps him alive. By means of the labor of him, his labor. Gamzo, sorry, I'm having delays. Gamzo, also this. To all have seen Ani, myself. Ki miyad Elohim hi. That it is from the authority of God. Meaning, the authority of God. That's what you think like Yoda, backwards. It is from the authority of God, by the hand of God. And maybe that's a good point to stop tonight, or this morning, whatever the case may be. You guys have any comments or questions for me? All right. Special thanks to all of our patrons over at patreon.com/shehu. I really appreciate you guys and those of you who give in other ways. You really make this possible. I'm so grateful for anyone who gives. If you're looking for a way to give to help us out with equipment or supplies or even my teas, then you can give a one-time gift of a gift certificate on Amazon.com. That is very useful. And there's books, all kinds of stuff I can get there. Many of those things we can get shipped to Philippines without import duties. So that's very nice. And the nice thing about it is there's no 15% fee taken by Patreon. There's no tax on you. Some countries, I found out one of our donators gave recently, and she was taxed in her country 10% for giving to our Patreon. Ouch! So none of it gets lost if you give over on Amazon. So, by the way, I'm not saying to shift. I love having the patrons over here, and it's nice knowing we can count on that, and we've got our grocery budget and that kind of stuff. So I'm not saying to cancel your Patreon. I'm just saying if you're looking for a different way to give and you like to give a one-time gift, just help us out with equipment or some kind of supplies, feel free to get a gift certificate over at Amazon.com, an e-gift certificate, and just send it to my email. The information will be in the description down below. If you missed the live viewing, if you missed our premiere, please give a comment down below. I do try to check out all the comments on YouTube. I don't always get to, but I try to. And either I or someone else will respond. I really hope you guys are growing with your biblical Hebrew. I pray for my students daily. I really want you to have an expansion of the mind and internalizing of Lashon HaKodesh. All right? Everybody be well. I will see you on Shabbat. Shalom, shalom.